Oh shit, here we go again.
Good morning, wherever you are at this point of time. Welcome to my channel, Rising Venus Academy of Business and Finance. And there is a original channel which is under the name Rising Venus Holistic Consultancy. So I'll put the link down below. You may want to go and subscribe that as well. There are not a lot of videos. I'm just only getting started. Be kind to me, guys. I'm a new YouTuber. So with that, let's begin. Okay, so here we are with the crypto crash landing into nowhere. So just now before I began this video, I literally saw the biggest dump right in front of my eyes. It went to 29. Here, look, 29. 29,260 was the last. And then it picked up with $31K, right? So if you didn't watch my last video, I would recommend you to go down and watch it, because I predicted it is going to go down to 29, and I think it is going to still go lower. I know it has picked up a little bit now, but I suppose it is going to go at least up to 28, if not 25 even. I wouldn't be surprised. This is the biggest market crash of Bitcoin's history, to be honest, and totally cryptocurrencies history. Not a lot of coins are performing. None of the coins are performing. It has given a lot of heart attack to all the investors out there. But here I am, not panicking, but in fact, very much peaceful and also very intrigued by how this has been going down. I've been closely watching this for almost a month. I don't think so, no, almost 3 months now. So I've been waiting for the coin to go down, so I can purchase more. So, but yeah, the existence ones, those investments are not working. I know that, but the thing is, like, if you buy the coin right now, one day or the other, maybe in a couple of months, maybe in July, the bull run is going to happen. You just saw the bull run happen here. The bull run is going to pick up, and then it is going to probably reach 60 again, 40 again. We don't know, at least a stable amount of line that we can expect from Bitcoin to stabilize itself, But here's the thing we need to know about cryptocurrencies, or any market, for example, that they happen in cycles, okay? The crash also happens in cycle. The bull run also happens in cycle. So there's nothing to be worried about, because this is literally how the market works. It is always happening in a cycle. Like you can see the sine cost waves. So it's always here. See, it looks like it's a musical record, like it's always working in cycles. So if the dump is happening, it is predicted, like after some time, the dump is going to happen, then the bull run is going to happen as well. So likewise, now crypto for past year has not been so stable. So I'm not very keen on explaining how this is actually not in the cycles for a year or something, that way. But see, it's very inconsistent. So usually it has some trend, but this time there is no trend. As you can see, it's a falling game. Everybody is falling. I mean, Cardano, Solana, all of these, Terra Luna, everyone is falling, basically. So is it a good time to put in your money? I'm not a financial advisor. I am, but I don't think so. I want to drag you into places where I advise you into buying something so risky. But here's my research and experience about financial markets, right? That yeah, when the market is down, you may want to just buy them all, you know, not all, but like, you know, you get it. So so why is it happening? This is the big question. So, you know, as you all know, like markets are controlled by a lot of people, big figures in the global economic system. So Federal Reserve, the fiat currencies, um, inflation rates are also a part of why currencies can have a unstable trend. Well, you say like, oh, crypto doesn't get affected by the wars. The crypto doesn't get affected by what the leaders are doing. The crypto doesn't get affected by the Federal Reserve's new economic stimuluses, but it does. Like we have seen over the days or the months that it does. Simply just that. But one thing to know about cryptocurrencies is that this is a decentralized platform. So that means that none of these banks, like the biggest banks, are going to control the money that is in here. But is that a good thing? Crypto evangelists are gonna say, yeah, it is a good thing. If you ask me, I am like, yeah, somewhat in there and somewhat not as well. I'm not a big fan of all the economic stimuluses and purposely made recessions, but at the same time, there are cons related to cryptocurrencies as well, because of the fact that anything can happen here. And if that's for another day, okay? We're going to talk about what we're going to do about the falling trend of the market today. If you are interested in learning about cryptocurrencies, I would really suggest you to research different cryptocurrencies and learn about their features and benefits first, because otherwise you don't want to just put your hands into something that is very volatile. Because I always see people complaining like, oh, this is like the worst decision I've made by investing into cryptocurrencies. But like, you're gonna have to always keep your pros and cons. Like, you need to have a background study of what you're getting into, especially when it is when it comes to finances. You know, you need to have a financial planning. So do not blame the horse. Just blame yourself for not sitting on the right horse. You know, if that is a metaphor, I just made it up. Sorry. So you can also join some online forums, discussion groups, boards, where you can also have like a background study about what is cryptocurrency. But mainly, I would say you need to first know what is fiat currencies. And the biggest con of fiat currencies is the irresponsible monetary policy that can lead to inflation, hyperinflation, because right now we are in the hyperinflation. And this is a greater opportunity for bubbles with fiat currency, that economic cycle in which there is a rapid increase in the price before and an equally rapid decline in the price. So yeah, that's what happens, you know. But the thing with cryptos is that it is built upon blockchain technology. And what is blockchain technology is that it is distributed database. Okay, so that allows for secure, transparent, and tamper-proof transactions. It's also used to track and record any type of transactions as well. So just like the Swift as well, because wherever you do transactions, there's a track of you moving money in and out. So the same way, the blockchain also kind of reads the information, who is making the payment, who is buying the coins, all of this. But it is even more intelligent, decentralized way. That is the main point here, because it is not controlled by any of the central banks, Federal Reserves, European central banks, Reserve Bank of India, Federal Reserve, or whatever, you know, what have you. It is not controlled. It has its own cons for not having control, because financial crime can happen a lot. But as we can see, it's blockchain technology is pretty transparent and incorruptible digital ledger. Okay, so it's always like growing as completed blocks. So that way you can see there's like a time stamp and transaction data. So you will know like who is involved in trading cryptocurrencies. So if you know it is kind of like every crypto trading platform these days, they always take the bank accounts. Of course, you have to trade them in the fiat currencies itself. So when you are depositing money into your wallet in any of the cryptocurrencies platforms, you are already setting up that identification. They take your social security numbers, cards, all these details, tax numbers, etc., so that your identity is pretty much like documented in the cryptocurrency trading platforms, because they would track you down anyway. So decentralized doesn't mean that it like you can get away with a lot of financial crime over here. So but what it does is that it takes away the power from like authoritative central authorities like central banks. This also reveals the need for central authority to maintain and secure a network instead of just like relying on collective efforts of community, because Bitcoin basically, or like cryptocurrency, is basically a community-based platform rather than a central authority-based platform. So what are cryptocurrencies? Basically, they are just digital tokens. Okay, they are digital tokens, and they use cryptography to secure their transactions and control the creation of new units. So what you need to know about Bitcoin or any other coins is that they have fractions where like 1 Bitcoin is equal to so much USD, right? Like 31 USD right now, 31 for, it's just falling. Just let's round it up as 30,000 USD is equal to 1 Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin goes down, the US currency, the fiat currency also, like it goes down according to the market. For example, let's just say 0.1 dollars is equal to 1 euro. Just like that, the same thing works. It's against USD. We consider USD as the easiest way to calculate the currency against, right? So so let's just say you have 1 Bitcoin. Buying 1 Bitcoin means that you have $31,000 in your bank account. But that is not possible for everyone to have $31,000 in their bank account, right? So how are you going to buy the coin? You're going to buy the coin in fractions, basically like cents. For example, you have US dollars and there are like cents, right? 1 cent, 2 cent, 50 cent, 60 cent, and then rap about it. So the cents are called as Satoshis in Bitcoin, and there are other currencies which use the same method, like every currency uses the same method. For example, Shiba Inu, it has 1 SHIB is equal to whatever the rate is right now. So like that, the portion of the Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency is calculated as a fraction, right? That is called as Satoshis in this case. So people buy Satoshis, and then there are really limited number of Satoshis left, like because of the tokens, the limited amount of tokens, which is why the demand gets really high. And the availability of the tokens remains the biggest stressor of the cryptocurrency, whether you have to buy it or not. You can see out of all the, let me just show you how many coins are left. Oh, okay. So that is called as a circulating supply, right? There are currently 19,000, whatever this number is, in existence. So this is what the total circulating Bitcoin looks like. So it is the most popular one so far, and that's why we can see a lot of people are after Bitcoin, which is a very volatile plus highly in demand coin. But we can also see like other ones. Just go back. Ethereum, okay. So this is Ethereum. Ethereum has fairly good, fairly good blockchain system. So everyone thinks Ethereum performs better in terms of keeping the financial records and the blockchain system. So yeah, so one Ethereum is equal to $2,316. So just like that, the whole currencies goes on. Let's just say if you have euros and yen, or like they have their own value, right? So in the cryptocurrency trading platform or in the crypto realm, every coin is like, just think that this coin represents a country. For example, this is yen, and yen's value is this. And when you trade it against USD, it's going to be this. So just like USD, like Bitcoin against USD. I hope it makes sense. I've been saying a lot of things, but let's talk about recession. So are we really in recession? Let's just see what is CNN Business telling us. Well, Wall Street is on the edge. Central banks are hiking the interest rates to try and to rein in the inflation. They're giving a lot of stimulus to get up the market, but you know, like, this is all controlled, man. Like, I can't stress this enough. They want to give you a little bit stimulus, make you assure you that, yeah, the economy is performing well, people are having jobs, yay. And then suddenly you see people are losing jobs. Even if they're going to jobs, they literally have no jobs to do there. I have seen this in real time when I was working in corporate. I have seen people literally going to work and playing games in their offices. So there are jobs, but they're not jobs, you know? So this is an illusion that is created by the fiat market system, that is economy, where, you know, they give you an illusion that economy is performing, but it is, in fact, it is not. It is declining. It is kind of like a correction that they're doing in the background, which they don't want you to know. But they're trying to print more money to increase the inflation. But that's what you know about, like, how the economy, the controlled economic system works. And the worst part is the central banks, because like you completely depend on the banks. So for example, if recession happens tomorrow and you don't have like you need something to get out of a grocery store, and let's just say the banks are charging you interest for that, which the same thing happened in the economic crisis of 2008 or 9. So that's the fate of economy, right? We will get a major recession. Deutsche Bank, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry for German people, but your words are really difficult, man. I would just say the German bank economists warned last month, okay, staking out the more bearish position in Wall Street. So everything looks like recessionary. So you need to also understand, like, all of your tax money is going into funding some stupid war, man. Like, I don't know how stupid can it get, but all the money that you have paid for your government is going to fund a fucking war. I'm sorry for my language, but yes, that is literally what's happening. Um, and on top of that, you guys are probably also giving some donations, and I think you should do that, because humanitarian value should always come in the first, um, on the top of the list, which is why cryptocurrencies make it way easier, because a lot of crypto CEOs, they're donating a lot of Bitcoin to 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 the people who have suffered the losses in the war, right? But the same, you cannot do it with the fiat currencies, can you? Because you're limited with the excess of how much money you have in your bank account, and you can't grow it with the limited interest rates, you know? So okay, I don't want to spend a lot of time in explaining what recession is. Maybe in my other videos where I teach about like what economy is, I'm gonna do that. But here is the thing: what is Fed trying to do in the US? You might have seen like a lot of federal meetings, Federal Reserve meetings are happening, and they are trying to build back the economy with the term called "build back better." But what are they trying to do? Is like literally engineer, like the Fed is trying to engineer a so-called soft landing for the US economy. And if they're doing it for US economy, the whole world is going to get affected by it. It's a norm now, right? Attempting to raise interest rates enough to beat the inflation, but not so high as to cause another recession. See how unappealing it sounds, or how I don't even have any name for this, because like, so sneaky. Don't want to be, they want to beat the inflation, but not so high as it would cause another recession. Dumb, really dumb. But then here it says like the Federal Reserve's credibility is on the line, given surge in inflation, which has proved to be anything but transitory. Okay, so inflation leveling out, job market is still strong. I think so, because I see a lot of people are now in the gig life, and there are jobs, man. There are plenty of jobs. You can still go and get the job if you want. But I'm still out to figure out how is the job market still strong when the inflation level is rising. When I figure it out, I'm gonna come and tell you that. But there's so much tweets happening over here, literally burnout of all the coins. Yeah, brutal day for crypto. But you know what? I'm not going to tell you what you need to do, but in my opinion, any markets are going to pick up at some stage. So if you think, like, I bought stocks as well when they dipped really hard last month or last couple of months, and I'm earning money. I like literally, because like I bought them at such as lower prices, and now they picked up and they're doing great. So this is literally how it works in the cryptocurrency market as well. So um why are you bothered? See, it hit 29 and people would be like, oh my god, I hit it, it took a burn, but then it picked up as well, right? So it's all about watching the market, and when the market is like performing, you're gonna get it. Sorry with the disturbance. Well, I'm going to end the video now with the last thing that I want to say, that even Elon Musk, I don't like the guy, but he's insanely intelligent. He's intellectual to a level of his own destruction, I would say. But to be honest, to the level of all of our destruction. But anyway, let's not get into that. I'm digressing, I'm very sorry. But anyway, Elon Musk went live again in the morning, I think. today morning, but also 2 days ago or 3 days ago, he said he will keep his Bitcoins. He's not going to sell them. He knows what the crazy things are happening in the market. He's still going to retain his coins, and he believes that he can use the Bitcoins as a part of his profit and loss in his balance sheet in coming months and years as a viable currency to be put on the corporate accounts, right? So that is his belief. He's not giving up the Bitcoins. So, and he holds a lot of them. Honestly, the circulating supply is so low already, and he holds a lot of them. So why don't you want to hold a little bit where you know like major CEOs are already having them, right? So that's it for me today. If you haven't subscribed my channel, which is very new, you can please do that. It would be very helpful. Gives me encouragement to create content on trading and business and finances. Also, there's another channel that I'm going to link down below. It's a parent channel where I share a lot about personal development, mental health, astrology. I know it's crazy, but yeah, I do astrology as well, and a lot of other things which I share on that platform. There are not a lot of videos over there as well. I'm only getting started, you know. So I would be so grateful for you guys to subscribe. You know the drill, right? Like every YouTuber's drill: like, share, subscribe. Please do that. Helps me. And with that, sayonara. Sayonara, baby. Sayonara. I'll see you again in another video where, again, the markets are crazy. Bye-bye.